What are some of the successes or the changes that you've experienced?
Successes can be anything from re-enrolling in school or completing 10 weeks of counseling or getting a restraining order. For everyone, successes are on a different level.
When we were in the juvenile halls, 95% of the girls that we would see had been victimized, had been sexually victimized, or had been victimized in some way, shape, or form. A lot of the girls were actually there serving time for being sex workers. So, we've often seen how violence is still perpetrated on girls, and how part of violence prevention education is about educating them on that's not a normal thing. We are currently working with women as young as 16 to like 28 in their early 30s, where women are actually just beginning to understand how violence is not acceptable. We have seen a lot of growth within kids. We have seen a lot of change, not only in a personal change, but also within the school campuses. One of the things that we have seen is definitely youth who have actually graduated. We have had many youth who were borderline of being kicked out of school districts. They come into our groups, sit for a while, and they will stick to the program. Some of our successes is that we have hired at least 4 or 5 youth to actually be part of staff after graduating high school.
That's amazing.
I'm actually thinking right now of a young woman who was a victim of stalking. She escaped from the person who was her batterer. She and her 2 children out a window. And when he found her and assaulted her, he actually stabbed her. But she had on a leather jacket, so the knife, though it stabbed her, it didn't kill her. That young woman was actually trafficked here from Russia by her batterer. And he had courted her, and she thought she was going to come here and get married. And when she came here, she found out he was already married. He already had a family. He put her in a locked house that was like far away from anybody or anything, and she didn't speak English. And she talked him into buying her a television and used the television to learn to speak English. And she saw a PSA that we had done at that time that is said, "Is someone you know hurting you, call this number." We helped her to do a false registration at a community college, but she actually went to USC, and she went to Marshall School of Business. She graduated with straight A's and a full scholarship to Wharton School of Business. She went there. We got her a scholarship from the Sunshine Lady Foundation that helped pay her to support her children and her rent while she went to school. And she graduated with a master's degree, and now she works for GE Money in New York, and she makes an average of $300,000 a year.
That is absolutely a success.
And that's just a pretty amazing story.
Yeah, that's a pretty amazing story. Thanks so much to everybody at Peace Over Violence. Your work here makes a huge difference in the community. For more information on their services, you can check out their website, www.peaceoverviolence.org. I'm Nikki Gans, your V-Woman on the Street. Don't forget, V-Day Santa Monica is March 25th and 26th. For more information on the show, you can go to our website, www.vdaysantamonica.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks so much. We'll see you at the show.
This was shot on a Kodak.